It seems like Trump and Elon are no longer friends or besties anymore. I think their breakup is imminent and it's right around the corner. I have been seeing a bit of news around it, and I want to go ahead and take a look at it for myself.
Let's get back to the breaking news as this dispute between President Trump and Elon Musk gets worse, seemingly by the hour. Tesla shares are taking the brunt of it. Now, we want to remind folks, this comes less than an hour after Musk posted this. He argued that without him, Trump would have lost the election in November. There it is, this. Without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would control the House, and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude.
Let me go ahead and take I don't know why I tripped over my words, my apologies. Let me go ahead and take a look at that over on Twitter. Hang on a second. Before I do that, where is the video? No. Oh, here it is. Okay. Musk. Okay, so without me, Trump would have lost this. Okay. Without me, Trump would have lost this election. Musk. Twitter. It should give me... Okay, this is the one. Okay. Let's take a look at this post here. So autism capital. It reads, new Trump speaks on Elon coming out against the big beautiful bill. I would have won Pennsylvania regardless of Elon. I'm very disappointed with Elon. He knew this bill better than anyone, and he only developed a problem when he found out I would cut the EV mandate. When he left, he said the most beautiful things about me. He hasn't said anything bad yet, but I'm sure that will be next. I've helped Elon a lot. Elon worked hard at Doge, and I think he misses the place. I think he got out there, and he's no longer in the beautiful Oval Office. It's not just Elon. I think when some people leave, they miss it so badly, they develop a type of TDS. Some embrace it, and some become hostile. Trump derangement syndrome. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. I'm actually very curious to see what people are going to say about this. And then, of course, he ends up leaving off with such ingratitude. Geez, I don't know where to begin. Okay, let's go ahead and begin here. So let me go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see as well. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start off with this post first. Okay, no, actually, let's go ahead and start off with Elon's post. Where's Elon? Let's go ahead. I love both Elon and Trump. What should I do? Support the guy who got shot in the head. He didn't get shot. Got hit by a piece of podium. Okay. Dumb cunt. Okay. This post is incredibly arrogant. No, sir. Without we the people, he wouldn't have been elected. You did not choose the president. We did. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think personally that the fact that Elon Musk is finally waking up, he's been ideologically captured for like the longest, and finally I want him to get out of politics. I really do, because I want him to go back to just focusing on business. I think that that's where he thrives. He should have just stayed there from the very beginning. Never should have gotten into politics. But here we are with Elon Musk in politics. I know that there was an interview where they conducted with him. They conducted an interview with him, and he stated that he wasn't going to be a part of politics in the near future, perhaps sometime in the distant future, but not anytime soon. And I'm happy to hear that, because I think that he excels at business. I'm gonna go ahead and check to see the Tesla stock. Okay, there is a big drop off, because earlier today when I checked, it was at 299, I believe. No way. This is one day? No way, dude. So wait. Okay, because it's one day. It reads one day here, and when I check to see, when I hover over this graph, at 9:45, as you guys are seeing here on the screen, at 9:45, it was at 315. 9:30, it was at 322. $322, okay? And since then, within a couple hours, it has dropped to potentially 277. Its low is 276. It's kind of rebounding, but I don't know for how long. That's pretty insane. So you go against Trump, this is what happens to your company. And that's on top of the $100 that it already lost, because this company was valued a couple months ago, I believe, 6 months ago. It was valued at around 430 or 440 at its peak. It has lost a tremendous amount of value over the months. It was at its lowest at 230 or perhaps 233, and then it rebounded in May, and now in June, or just recently, it dropped significantly. It is not going well for Elon, and this is why, if you're going to join politics, dude, like, you know, you have to make sure that you're going into it making sure that you're not ideologically captured by one side. This is terrible for Tesla. He could potentially rebound because he has the money, he has resources. But man, dude, what a terrible way to conduct yourself. Your reputation is tarnished. You know, you're the one site that you join, now you're making enemies with, and your Tesla company is dropping significantly in value. That's bad. I'm sure that his SpaceX stock, or I know it's private, and his Twitter stock, I'm sure that those are also significantly being impacted. But man, I am looking forward to see how this is going to turn out for Elon Musk, because Elon Musk, he has been proven over and over that he's a potential egoist. I don't know if he is, but given the fact that Asmongold promoted the idea that perhaps he is not as good in video games as he's letting on to be, he unfollowed him and attempted to be a bit petty. Yeah, it doesn't really look good for Elon Musk. And I can only imagine that if he's going to continue making impulsive decisions such as those, yeah, I think this isn't going to bode well for him. Before I was editing this video, I ended up discovering this, and apparently there's much more that Elon Musk and Trump are kind of exchanging with each other. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Okay, so we know that Elon Musk said this already. Let me go ahead and eliminate this. Without me, Trump would have lost the election.
Trump then went on to claim that Musk was only mad about the bill because EV spending was cut and that would cost him billions of dollars, to which Musk replied, "Whatever, keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair, but ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In the entire history of civilization, there has never been legislation both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big and ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful is the way." You then also had Trump claiming that none of this should have been a surprise to Musk.
He knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left.
However, you had Musk denying knowing anything about the bill.
False. The bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it. And this is kind of true because if you guys know MGT, is it Marjorie Taylor Greene? I forgot her name. But even she said that if she would have recognized that AI companies would have, that states would not be able to intervene with AI companies and regulate their own states with policymaking, then she would have never voted for that bill or something to that effect. So yeah, Congress was pretty fast. So Elon Musk is half right here, but the other half, this bill was never shown to me. I don't really know if I should believe him because unfortunately Elon Musk has a reputation of spreading a tremendous amount of misinformation. So I don't know if I don't think I'm going to believe that.
And pointing out that it was released and passed so fast that even members of Congress didn't read it. You know, now we're at the stage where Musk is digging up old Trump tweets and reposting them, where you had Trump criticizing large spending bills and writing things like wise words. And where is the man who wrote these words? Was he replaced by a body double? Where is this guy today? And then in classic Elon Musk fashion,
hey man, tons of people have been asking that question, like, dude, like he said he was going to do this and do that and he never did it. Although I don't know if he did or not because I don't keep up with Trump, but you know, he's practically becoming one of those critics, you know.
And he put out a poll about whether to start a new political party that represents the 80% in the middle, which, hey, I think would be a very, very interesting test. Though I'm not even sure Musk's vast wealth could break the two-party system in the United States. With all that said, as far as the here and now, we're gonna have to wait to see where this goes, but just give my opinion. I am personally gonna just sit back, get some popcorn, and enjoy the show, because this looks like it's gonna get so nasty. I mean, literally. As I filmed that line, Donald Trump just put out.
Right here, look at that. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Oh, Miguel.
The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it.
Wait, I do want to go ahead and showcase who screenshotted this. 9 seconds into this? That's crazy.
Subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. And adding, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Which was followed by Musk dropping possibly the biggest bomb he could, writing, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files.
Oh my God, he went there.
That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
Is that why during that one time, I mean, obviously, like, a lot of people are under the suspicion that the reason why they didn't want to release those Epstein files was because Trump was a part of it. Obviously, if you guys have seen, there's photos of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. And of course, there was a moment about like 4 or 5 months ago where they attempted to, they said that they were going to drop the files, and then on the day that they were supposed to drop the files, they ended up doing some sort of April Fool's joke and trolled everyone. Most Critical came out and stated that, you know, this is a joke to them, that this is no joke, but for some reason this administration thinks it's a joke and they're trolling us. They don't find anything funny about this, but yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of people suspected that it's probably because he's in those files. That's why they don't want to release them.
Then also added that because Trump threatened to cancel Musk's government contracts, SpaceX was going to start decommissioning Dragon spacecraft immediately. Not to mention that he's been making statements like agreeing that Trump should be impeached and replaced by Vance or...
Wait. What does that read?
Not to mention...
Yes. President versus Elon. Who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. What? Ian Miles Chung? That guy's like super right, so the fact that he's saying that's crazy. Time to drop the really big bomb. I wrote Donald Trump, this MC files is the real reason why they haven't been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out.
That he's been making statements like agreeing that Trump should be impeached and replaced by Vance, or that Trump's tariffs will lead to...
The Trump's tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. Can I finally say that Trump's tariffs are super stupid? Bro, when he was doing this, where were you? Where were you to say all of this stuff? Why are you saying it now? Obviously, we know why, but come on, man.
A recession this year. This Trump has also led to Tesla's stock plummeting, and for his part, Trump added that he doesn't mind Elon turned against him, but he should have done so months ago. And at the same time, Trump's ally...
Let's see what else is here. I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If the bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country on a path of greatness. Make America great again. Currently, I don't know, but recently I bought some avocados, and the avocados ended up shooting up. I think like 2 or 3 months ago, they ended up shooting up to $4. And then recently I went to go buy some avocados, and they're back down to like $2.89 or something like that. And I was like genuinely shocked, like, what? You know, I just bought avocados for $2, like $2.80 something, and it was 4 avocados, by the way, which is usually what I like to buy. So I mean, whatever Donald Trump is doing, it seems for now it's working, but I don't know how long is this going to work in the future, you know. So we'll see.
And at the same time, Trump's allies have been lashing out. Steve Bannon, of course, has long been critical of Musk, and now he's demanding that Musk actually be deported because he thinks that Musk lied to stay in the U.S.
That is insane. Who's saying this, by the way? Stephen K. Bannon. Steve Bannon. Is this the same Steve Bannon? What's his name? Like his actual full name, because I don't know. Stephen Kevin Bannon. Where is he at? Okay, so it is Steve Bannon, who has been one of the most vocal critics of Musk for months. He said he is advising the president to cancel all of Musk's contracts and launch several investigations into the world's richest man. They should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien. He should be deported from the country immediately. He said in a phone interview with me. He said in a phone interview with you. Oh, okay. He's talking to this White House reporter. Okay. Bannon said the Trump administration should also investigate Musk's drug use, as reported by The Times, and his effort to get a classified briefing on China from the Pentagon, which has also reported by The Times. Bannon said Musk's security clearance should be suspended during these investigations. Okay.
Which actually isn't a new claim, because it's long been suspected that Musk worked on his company in the 90s rather than being a student like it.
Okay, I'm going to take myself off so you guys can see the title. Oh my gosh. That's what it says. Elon Musk worked in the U.S. illegally in 1995 after quitting school report.
His visa required. So yeah, buckle up, enjoy the ride, and in the meantime, let me know your thoughts in those comments down below. But then,
I don't know. It's not looking good for Elon Musk, okay? So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like for him in the future. And whatever happens with him, best of luck.